Hey y'all, welcome to the Figuring It Out With You podcast with your favorite mother-daughter duo, where we're in an ever-growing conversation with each other and you all, just trying to figure out how to make the most of the life we've all been given.
I'm Kim,
And I'm Kay.
and let's get this conversation started for today.
Hey y'all,
Hey guys, I'm Kim,
and I'm Kay.
and let's get this conversation started for the day. So, welcome again to the Figuring It Out With You podcast. We're joined today by a special guest. I have my big cuz here.
Hey, what's that?
Let's give it up for big cuz. First guest ever on the Yes.
Oh man, first save the first for the best.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah. Shout out to Kim and Faith for having me on the show.
Oh, thank you.
Sharing
Thank
the
you.
platform with me.
Thank
It's an honor,
My
you know, because ain't nobody just out here, hey, let me just put you on my show like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Now, Vlad did call me, but I told him I got to do the show. I got
That's
to do
right.
Kim and
That's
Faith
right.
first, you
That's
know?
right.
And then Breakfast Club called me as well, but I said, I got to do
Kim
Kim
and
and Faith
Faith
first.
first.
You know,
That's right.
so I got y'all, then I got Vlad and the Breakfast Club coming up after. So it's a good look. It's a good year for me, cuz. So how y'all doing? Y'all
I'm good. All is well. All is well. We're going to eat together because
oh man, well, you know, I'm
2024,
we gonna do
we're
that.
going to eat together.
Oh yeah.
That's right. So today we want to talk about how we need to just keep going. Life can throw some tough blows. They say when you are given lemons, you make lemonade. We have all these word plays on words and things that we say to comfort ourselves during those times. I say I'd rather cry. I'd rather laugh than cry. But everybody has a way that they cope. And we want to talk about today how you just got to keep going. So we're just going to open it up, Big Cuz. Can you talk to us about some things that have inspired you to keep going and the moments in your life when you saw and knew that you just had to keep going?
Man, that's every day, really. Just every day you have to keep going. It ain't just you gonna go 5 out of 7 days. No, you have to keep going every single day. You know, it gets rough. It gets tough. You know, you're not always gonna be, happy or have a motivation, but you have to keep going no matter what. Because if you stop, then everything stops. That's how I look at it. You know, I talk to myself sometimes. I say, hey, Nick, get it together now. You have to motivate yourself.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? So you have to keep going no matter what, because what happens is when you stop, just in my experience, when I stopped, it just seemed like I was just stagnant. I got off track. I wasn't sweating, worried about it, or real I was just floating. I was just not even going. I was just floating. It's like I was going nowhere fast. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have a destination. When I realized when I kept going, I could see the destination. I could see the tone. I could see the vision as I was going. And the motivation, because once you're going, you see progress. You like, okay, I see where this is going. Let me keep going. So, and it's like the time that you use as far as not going, that's time being wasted. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, we have life moments. You're not always going to be happy. You're not always going to feel the best. But no matter what, you just have to keep on. It's okay to take a little break now. I ain't gonna hold you up when get up here and talk and say, oh, I go every day. No, I'm taking a little break in now. Don't be breaking too long.
That's right.
There you go with that.
I agree.
Sometimes they break the time to
The
stop.
break can become a distraction.
No, exactly.
I agree.
Exactly. So what you want to do is breathe if you need to, but get back at it. Get back at it. The time that you use breaking or stopping, there could be more time that you get affirmed to your goal or your purpose. So that's what it is. I've been doing comedy since 2011. My first show was June 3rd, 2011 at the Stardome in Hoover, Alabama. That was my first show.
Are you from Alabama?
Birmingham, Roll Tide, roll, you hear me? I'm from real. We mentioned Nick Saban, but we miss him already. But what happened is I did my first show June 3rd, 2011 at Stardome, and I went to college. And I was going in college. I was stand-up shows. I was seeing comedy shows, student comedy shows. And what happened was I was more focused on the jokes than the books. So I said, hold up now, I need to come up here to tell jokes. Let me graduate, okay?
That's right.
Because it's costing me money to tell not in these books like that. So I went ahead and focused on graduating, in which I did. That's 2016, Alabama A&M University, HBCU, you know. So when I started back, I graduated 2016. I came home, Birmingham. I came home, and I started back again, 2017. So after 2017, I applied. I tried to do comedy shows, but I accomplished the comedy shows, but I wasn't in it. And the competition, so I kind of fell back from it. So me taking that fall back, I could have been using that time to build my performance up, build my credentials up, build my audience, my fans, or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's what I realized. And the thing is that it's not always going to be what you want. You have to either you go play ball or you go sit in the dugout.
That's right.
So you got to play ball. So what I did was I put that pride to the side. I put that, I don't want to do this to the side. Just add I said, just play ball.
Right.
And I mean, I play ball, getting on stage, networking with people, shaking hands, and recognizing faces, putting faces with faces, with names and stuff. So that's all. You just have to just keep going on that. That's all. It gets hard. That's when you pray. That's when you pray. That's when you call on somebody.
That's right.
That's when you call your cousin or your sister, your brother, or your friend, or your co-worker, anybody. You call on it. Hey, I need some motivation. I ain't feeling the best right now. It's okay to be vulnerable with the ones you love.
That's right.
With the ones you love, you know what I'm saying?
And the one that love you.
And the ones that love you. Right. You love somebody. Right. So that's what it is. Just keep going, man. Just keep going and be around like people.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like they say, if you hang around 6 millionaires, you gonna be the 7 million.
That's right.
So if you hang around like-minded people or people that's doing the same thing that you're doing, it'll build you up. Hey, I'm gonna go with this. This how they rocking. So with this here, I appreciate this because now this gives me an insight. Like, hey, you do a podcast and that hard. MK got one. You know what I'm saying? So why you can't be doing?
That's right.
That's how I talk to me. That's how I talk to myself. Yeah. You can do it too. What you mean?
That's
right. So that's how I go. So just keep going, y'all. Just keep going and stay positive because nothing comes from a negative mind.
Agreed, 100%. And I just want to speak on when you saying keep going because I am a control freak. I want to know all of the details. I want to know when it's going to happen. And so when you are a spiritually minded person, God is in control. And when you say, God, I give you control over my life, He take that control. So I may not know what the end result is going to be. But like Nick say, like Big Cuz say, we got to keep going. We got to keep going. And I give you an example. I'll never forget. Probably about 2 or 3 years ago, the Holy Spirit was speaking to me. And He said, and He showed me a vision of like a bridge. And He said, now I need to get to the other side, but it was no planks. And y'all see those sci-fi movies where people like, once you pick up your feet, the bridge will materialize. Yeah. And it was kind of like that vibe. With every step that you take, I'm going to make the way for you to get to where you're supposed to be. And it was so profound because it taught me in that moment, like, my control is, once I'm in control of it, I have control of the success as well. But once you get God control of everything, the possibilities are endless. We all have a destiny. God has placed us here for a reason. We are able to reach people in different ways. Yours is comedy. That's a ministry. Laughter is good for the soul. Mine is motivational speaking. we don't get up out them pits. if we don't crawl up out them pits, so we have to get on task to get to where we're supposed to be. And like you say, just keep going. Because life is still going to come. It's still going to be throwing all these obstacles. Like on the football field, how they be faking.
Right.
You know, that's how you got to move. Like, that's really how you have to move. And we have to get to where we're going. So, I mean, what's up with you?
Yeah, I was gonna ask personally, like, when did you know that you wanted to go into comedy? Like, did you start in high school, like in college, or did you already kind of have a vision of doing that earlier?
Well, what it is that I was always a class clown. Always a class clown. So always a class clown. So I'm gonna say around about maybe like 16, 17. People tell me, you need to be a comedian. You need to be a comedian. You need to be a comedian. I was like, I think I can do that. So then there was one time I said, you know what, I'm gonna just try it. I'm gonna just call up the comedy club, and see if they got any open mics. And I called them up, and they was like, we had an open mic June 3rd, 2011. And the Stardome was like the biggest comedy club in the state of Alabama. So well, my first show to be that's all. So that's what it was. I always had some type of funny going on in my life, and nothing. I wasn't a shy person. I might be bragging, but I wasn't shy. You know, I used to lead songs in church, so it was nothing for me to get up on some people in a microphone. So it started there in the church house, you know, just being the stage person started at the church house, but just being funny. They come out, get that. My mom was very funny. She passing on me, and I said, you know what, just try it out. It's not funny anyway. I get up there, I do my thing.
Yeah, so, you are pretty funny. I've been to a few of his shows. Excellent. And it's amazing to hear somebody else say their mother is funny, because McKay always was laughing in my face. Yeah. Everything I say to her seems to be so hilarious.
I mean, hey, one person, you know what I'm saying, your own way. You know, I feel like everybody can be funny, you know, it's just depends on your discretion. What I may find funny, you may not find funny, vice versa. You know, that's all. And I just love to keep people smiling. That's all. Keep smiling, because you don't know what they're going through.
That's right.
Everybody go through something. And when you come out to your show, and you make them laugh or make them feel good, something to you. You just want to make them walk up to you after the show. You real good. I need that. Right. I appreciate that. You know, so it's a good look. Makes me feel good. It's good. I feel like me being on stage is gratification, financial aid check. Your first financial aid check. That's how I feel when I get on stage and when I'm on stage. Like, I just can't financial aid check. You know, so it's a good feeling, and I just love to just pass it along. So that's my gift.
That's right. That's right. Well, thank you for sharing your gift. I know being in comedy, I know sometimes you have to laugh at yourself. I know I laugh at myself a lot. I be like, girl, what in the world do you think? Yeah, you had any moments like that where you had to literally laugh at yourself?
Yeah. After the fact, because what it is, I do a lot of reflecting. You know, trying to pull some memories out. Right. Come up with the jokes. So me laughing at myself, you know, me being on stage is laughing at myself. Because when I'm on stage, I'm talking about what I've been through, not what somebody else went through. At somebody else's story. These is all me. Like, no, this is true. Like, this ain't no exaggerating. This is like fact. Like these are facts. Like, I'm not making this up. This ain't no imaginary story. This ain't no, I got some writers. No, this is all me. I came up with this. This what happened. Let me tell y'all what happened. I got a story to tell. So let me tell y'all what happened. And I feel like that is me laughing at myself or laughing at the situation. You know, at the time, there's been some moments where it wasn't funny. You know,
I know.
Like when I went to go register for that math 110 class, and the lady tried to call me out because I was a senior. You know, and she talking about something. You taking a man 110 class, you about to graduate, ain't it? And I'm like, yes, I am taking a man 110 class. And that day, I was so frustrated because you tried to call me out of me, trying to pass a man 110 class, but yet you still trying to make fun of us. So I came back with it. Yes, I am taking a man 110 class. What's the problem? You know what I'm saying? So at that moment right then, I was frustrated. I could have broke some. I could have cried that day.
Right.
But after I graduated and I look back at them, I feel like I'm like, I had a man 110.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we graduated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. It's like you have to be able to like, because if you don't laugh at yourself, who else gonna laugh at you?
That's right.
So you find it funny, I'm pretty sure someone else gonna find it funny.
That's right.
Especially when it's true. Like it's true kind of almost stage. Like I said, this ain't no write-up. This ain't no, oh, he helped me with this. No, I came up with this. I might get some calls from some people that might motivate me or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or, hey, coach, you might need to say this joke that you told me. But it's all truth. When it's true, it's so good. It's true.
Yeah.
It's not coming from imaginary places. It's just real life. So.
Right. Yeah. That's. Oh, sorry.
No, you good. You good. I'm on y'all show.
That's also why I like acting, like theater acting specifically, because it is so nice. Like it's just so interactive, and you can see like in real time how people like reacting, and then like people will talk to you after the show. That's how I'm trying to get into it more. But yeah, it's a similar vibe. So I was like, when you talking about that, I was like, yeah, I feel that. Like there are a lot of like performance or just like very like entertainment. Yeah, a lot of entertainment based careers where it's like it's just so like I feel like it feeds like this natural human connection thing, like how we just like we're made to kind of connect with each other. So it's cool to be able to like share something about yourself that is true, or even like in acting, like theater, for example, like it's not true necessarily to you, but like these stories are like fiction based on like sometimes truth, but oftentimes fiction, but based on like these human like
real life events.
Yeah, exactly that. I was just like I'm kind of like a conglomeration of things that we all might have experienced in some way, and then you're being able to share that story with somebody else. So I feel like just being able to share something with others and like receive like energy back in like a real time like kind of way. I feel like
especially when it's relatable. Somebody can relate to it, or somebody, or somebody that went through that, or something. It's very, very enjoyable when it's relatable. So I try to relate to it as much as possible, and if I can't relate to it, it's gonna be funny. So as long as I get the laugh or the point across, good.
And I think the truth is what makes it relatable.
Absolutely.
Because me being a minister, when I hear all of these scandalous stories about people in the pulpit and men and women of the cloth, and I hear people say, "Oh, I can't believe so and so did that," or I can't, and I'm like, why you can't believe it? Because they're a person. Like, if I fix it, you don't feel it. Right. If I poke you, you don't believe me. Right. Why do people feel like we're not out here living the same life? Everybody we live in the same life. And if you can tell the truth about it and be real about it, that's what makes it relatable.
I think what it is when you stuff about people, it's because we hold them to a higher standard than we do as citizens. It's like you said, when we minister, you get people in the church and people in positions of power. And hear it, it's like, I'm shocked. He did this. She can't do that. She can do what she wants. She a person just like you. She had feelings like you. She gonna wake up feel one way this day and the next morning. It's like nobody's exempt from doing wrong or making mistakes. Right. We just, as a people, we just hold certain people as power or authority to a higher standard. That's all. That's all.
And I do believe that they're responsible to maintain a certain standard. So I agree that if you're a minister, you should represent yourself in a certain way. But I'm not surprised when things happen because that's life. And that's a part of that. Keep going. You just got to keep going. You slept today, you fell down today, backslid, whatever you did, just get up and keep going. Just keep moving, and ultimately you'll get to that place that you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of when you were first talking about in the very beginning of this episode, we talked about keep going. It was funny. I was thinking to mention like how it's kind of like how this podcast even came to be because we talked about it before, I think, where it was like this is an idea that we might share with each other like 2 years ago now, maybe 3 years ago now, longer than that. We should do a podcast. Okay, great. And then
like a year later.
Yeah, a year later we did one episode like on our phone, like on the trip. Is that when we went to New York?
No.
Oh, no,
a year later we met at the park. We had this whole itinerary, how things were gonna go.
Uh-huh.
We did record one episode, and that was it.
Did we upload it? No, we never uploaded that episode yet. Then a year later, we went to New York for my birthday.
Right.
We recorded
a whole bunch of content.
Yeah.
A lot of videos. We got lost on the subway several times. We need to do something with that.
Did we ever post that video? I think we did post that one.
I don't know. I had to think about it. I don't remember posting it.
And then a year later, maybe not a year later, but then within that same year, later,
because we went to New York, the 21st.
Yeah, in January. Yeah.
So,
and I think in general, like you were saying too, like similarly, if we had kept going like in smaller increments, like when we first had the idea, this may be like year 4 or 3 of the podcast, but that's okay. We had year like 1 of like a really strong concerted effort. Maybe a little over like a month, year, and some change maybe.
Right.
But yeah, just like thinking about like the time in between the idea and now, kind of funny. But also, I think since then we've like grown in our strength to keep going. And even like, and it's nice being able to like have a team too, because it's like maybe sometimes I'm not 100% feeling it, but like our general commitment to it together, or like my mom's excitement is like keeps me going, or like the fact that we have all these episodes up to now and like we have this visit with the team just kind of helps keep it going. So I feel like the more you keep going, the easier it gets.
Absolutely, that's another thing.
It's like physics, right? Objects in motion.
Right. And another thing is what I didn't realize: it's not going to be overnight.
No.
It's not going to be just instant. You have to keep bringing it in.
Yeah.
You have to keep going. So that's what I realized is really like. It's like when you go to college. When you go to college, okay, cool. You're not going to graduate within a year.
Right.
You ain't going to graduate in 2 years.
Right.
You ain't going to graduate in 3 years.
Right.
Well, after that 4th year, you can tell putting these
You might, because some people don't graduate.
I know I did. I did 4 years. I'm going to tell you.
Hey, don't even matter.
But guess what?
Keep going. That's right.
That's the degree. So that's the thing that I had to realize. Like, hey, this ain't no microwave thing, because it's like what's fast on legs.
That's right.
What's fast on legs. So you just constantly earning and putting in the work and keep going, and you finally do get your million subscribers or your million likes or your million shares.
Right.
So okay, this went overnight. You've been putting this in since 2022.
Yeah.
And it's right now in 2026, and we up there trying to get a sponsorship from Prize Picks or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just keep going. You don't know what's ahead of us.
That's right.
Be positive. Something will come to that.
That's right. That's right.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I think that knowing that you have something that's relevant, and that was one of the things that inspired me to do this podcast, is because I know a lot of people that don't speak to their parents, that don't have a relationship with their parents. And I was blessed to have 4 children that I can communicate with. Like, I've always been that real upfront parent. Like, we're going to talk about everything. When I say everything, we're going to talk about everything. I don't have time to play games or for you to be consulting with your friends at school, because they don't know. They're trying to learn like you. So I've always been that take charge type parent. And it's no way anyone else should know my children better than me. So the fact that I have a good relationship with 4 children, And the fact that me and Michaela, we've always been able to talk and communicate. And I learned so much from her. She learns from me. It's like an exchange. It's not just me telling her this is how you should live your life. This is what you need to do. This is, you know, I say all the time, girl, you inspire me. Right. You know, it's an exchange. And I know that it's so many people in this world that can benefit from just listening to us, listening to the advice that we have to offer, listening to our experiences, just being able to relate. Hey, you know, that happened to me, you know? So I'm just so blessed and honored to be here in this space. I'm glad that we did continue. We did keep going. That's right.
So, that's always.
It is.
Once you get champion.
That's right.
Like I said, a lot of people don't have a relationship with that mother.
Right.
Come to me, talk to me. Like dog said, keep it real with your dog.
That's right.
And if that's your dog, your mom, your dog, that's your dog.
That's right.
Who do for you like your mom?
Nobody.
You know, especially if you're a girl mom. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to keep it real with her now. You know, because who gonna be there for you at the end of the day? You know, my mom used to tell me, look, don't lie to me, I lie for you. Just tell me. So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, when you open all right, mom, I'm going to understand what happened. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep it real.
But that's real. That's real. And that's what I tell. I used to tell them growing up, like, I'm your biggest advocate. Like, I'm going to fight for you. Now, my oldest son, I had to edit him a little bit. Don't have me up there looking like no fool.
Right.
You know, but and that's what it's about. You know, that's what life is about. Being a parent and just always making sure that you got your kids back. Cause this world, oh man, it's a mess out here.
It's older to realize how cool.
Right.
Ooh, you got somebody. Real.
I know that's right.
So for you to have a mother, that's a blessing. You know, a mother like Kim, that's a blessing. You have a daughter like Kate, that's a blessing.
I am blessed.
Because she's
quadruple blessing.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you set the example for her movement. She's doing pretty good. She ain't got no crying. She know what I'm saying?
Real good.
That's all that matters for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good look, and you should be proud of yourself.
I am. I really am. Yeah.
So, question. As a comedian, like a few years into, well, quite a few, you say you started, your first show was 2011. Yeah, so we're 2024 right now. What would you say to like a comedian or entertainer that's like trying to start like this year, hasn't started yet? You know, like what advice would you give, if any?
I met a comedian who want to start doing comedy now. What I would say is, put God first. This first off, put God first. Put God first. And two, make sure this is what you want to do. Because like I said, it ain't always easy. You know, it ain't always gonna be, you know, a cakewalk. You know, or have it's gonna be some days you come home 2 o'clock in the morning. Right. You know, it's gonna be some days when you sign up to go perform and they're not gonna call your name. You know, so make sure that's what you want to do. If you think you got it, by all means, sure, put it out. Show it to the world. Don't be hesitant. If you gonna do it, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be, you know, I don't know, maybe now if you gonna do it, hey, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Just go ahead and you know, put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. And it's like, it's the difference between like being on stage and social media. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes with some social media, may not equip for the stage. You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like as long as you get the stage locked down, you can do anything. Because the stage is just the home. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like social media is good on social media now, but it's like when you're on stage, it's like on social media. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want that. Like, well, you're a social media comedian. I get on stage, I say the jokes, I can rock the crowd for 20, 30 minutes and I can go home. You know what I'm saying? And it won't be no dead air or I'm waiting on somebody to laugh at my jokes. None of that. So yeah, you wanna be a real comedian, not a real. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I say. But ain't no wrong being both. You be a real comedian and a real comedian on stage. You know what I'm saying? So just put your best foot forward and stay positive. Don't stop. Don't stop. Like I said, keep going. Don't let nobody deteriorate or defer your dreams or what you want to do in life, and don't sell your soul. Be true to yourself.
That's right.
Know what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. You know?
Amen to that.
Don't play yourself. You're right, for real. Because it's stuff out there that you can sign up to play yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you can't fall for it. If it don't sound right, it ain't right. If it sound good, make sure it's make sure it's safe. You know what I'm saying? Because you can sign up for some stuff and you sign your rights off to something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I ain't even trying to do that. You know, just be, and I said, be a sponge. You know, talk to comedians, get game from them, get inspiration, get some pointers, get some tips, you know. Because as long as people see you want to help yourself, they'll help. You know, if they see you trying, because we showed it, hey, let me tell them what I might need. He might get help. This might help.
Right.
Hey, some people say it like this, yeah, it work, you know. So as long as you try to help yourself, somebody eventually. That's what you need, right? Because I see where you're going. I see something in you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I was saying.
And it's funny that you mentioned class clown because my youngest son, like when I hear comedians like Steve Harvey, Chris Rock, like all of them say out of the class clown, you know, and he is so funny. Like, his personality in general is just funny. And I remember when he was young, I used to be so upset with him, but he would just say something. And like, I got to try to like almost bite my lip not to laugh, but I know it's funny, you know, and he just always had that personality, like, to make people laugh. Like, he had so much charisma. I tried to bring him today because I wanted him to meet you. But he, doing the teenage thing where he don't want to be bothered. But it's all good. You know, it's all good. But, you know, when I think about him, you know, I always think, well, maybe he's going to be some type of people person, like a comedian or even a politician. Because he has so much charisma. It's just amazing. Like, he can reel you straight in, you know. So I appreciated that. You saying that because it made me think about him. But who do you have any comedians that have inspired you? I'm sure you got a lot.
Oh, for sure. You know, I say Dale Coffey. You know, he's a big guy. You know, Bruce. You know, because he's a big guy. You know, I can relate to him. You know, he was just always funny to me. Back in the day, Def Comedy Shack came out, right? Def Comedy Shack came on VHS, VCR tapes, right?
No, nobody.
Right.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Okay, cool. Okay, so what happened is...
Barney was on...
Right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So what happened was my mama bought this collection, the Def Jam collection, with all the tapes, with different color tapes. Like I had a blue one, the orange, the red, the green. And I used to watch them. I used to watch all of them. And it's like, my mama had a Steve Harvey CD. He had a CD with comedy on it. And it's called Steve Harvey Downtown somewhere. It was orange, it was a yellow CD. So just watching them, especially them two show. But there's a lot of comedians. I say inspired me, like Ronnie Jordan. I'm inspired by him. Bernie Mac, you know, like I said. Red Brand, I think he's funny. Eddie Griffin, it's a lot. But I'm gonna say my main inspiration was my mama. My mama, she was the life of part. She gonna make you laugh. You know, everybody gonna come over her house on Sunday. So she was always there for a good time. You know, she gonna make you chuckle. She's a substitute teacher. She used to let the kids crack on each other. You know what I'm saying? She was that kind of substitute teacher. So, she all with the jokes. She all with the jokes and the giggles. And, you know what I'm saying? So she was always with that. She go joke with you. She go put a Frankie in and say something slick or something smart. So I'm gonna say that's my biggest inspiration. My mother for sure.
That's good.
Most definitely.
Do you have any upcoming projects?
Right now, I'm working on the show at home, Birmingham.
Okay. Make sure you let us know. I'm gonna come to Birmingham. I sure will.
Okay. I'm gonna get you set it up.
Please let me know.
I'm working on doing the show in Birmingham.
Okay.
That's it right now. I'm just working these open mics here and now anytime outside. That's how many paying the PSG.
I understand.
But it will. Okay.
It sure will.
So right now, I gotta go clock in somewhere.
That's
so,
right.
So once I clock out, okay, I gotta clock in the comedy store. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Got 2 jobs right there.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So that's what it is right now. Just clocking in open mics. I just love comedy today. You know, so I'm just looking to check up the rooms. That's all. Just check up the rooms and get my friends on my hand.
Okay. Well, we're going to try to put together some events. We're going to invite you out
Okay.
to make us laugh.
For sure.
Keep us
Come on, I know you pull it up. so it is all I got. For sure. I gotta reach out.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah,
I'll be
I
there.
appreciate the support, man.
Yeah.
It's hard out here.
It is.
Especially when you from a place where you're not at home, you know, because it's like at home, anybody can pull up. You know, it's like when you out here, you don't know these people, you don't know you. You trying to build a relationship with them, you know, and coming out to a comedy show, that'll let you know, like, hey, we're here for you, we support you, we support your dreams, we support your goals. You know, when you come out to support somebody, it really shows you, like, hey, that's love, because you could have been using your time to do anything else, but instead, I decided to take 2 or 3 hours, even more time than it. You still gotta get dressed, you gotta get drunk, you gotta get dried out. You know, you go eat something, you go drink something, right? You go get hungry, you know. So for them to put all that effort and to come out to a comedy show to support you when you ain't even nobody like that for real. Like, I ain't gonna say ain't nobody like that, but you don't have a big following or a big name like that. So for somebody to come out and take time out that day or their night to come support you, it's a lot. That means a lot. It's like, oh no, they support my dream. They want to see me closer. So for someone to do that, it means a lot to me. I greatly appreciate you coming out.
You know, I appreciate you
For
because
sure. I appreciate you. Thank y'all for having me on this platform. This is so nice. I'm talking about, hey, this is real player, man. I just put it like that. Real player. That's all I'm saying. Real player.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments, like, what are some things that you're trying to, like, get the courage to keep going on, or any projects that you have that you're, like, just inspired today from our conversation and courage to keep going with?
Yeah, because we definitely are still figuring it out with you. So I'd like to thank Big Cuz again for joining us today. Thank you guys for joining us. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye.